Hello everyone, welcome back to the POPSICLE KNIGHT channel. My name is Joseph and today I'm going to be playing in expanded format and I'll be showcasing Alolan Ninetales from Cosmic Eclipse. But first I want to thank you for taking the time to check out this video. Please click the like button for this video if you like it. Hit the thumbs down if you don't. That actually helps me out in getting this video to more viewers like you. And also please consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't already and feel free to share this content. So let's get started. Anyways, I'm just grinding through my daily challenges and I need to knock out 16 Pokemon with a Fairy type. So to do this, I will be using a very simple and cool Pokemon, Alolan Ninetales from Cosmic Eclipse. It only has 110 HP and it only has one attack for no energy. Yes, you heard it right, no energy. Rubbish Blizzard will do damage 10 times the number of tool cards you have in your discard pile. And that's pretty much our main goal for this deck. Discard as much tool cards as we can and attack with huge damage for no energy. I am playing in expanded format because of a few things that makes this deck a little bit easier to work with. First off, I'll be using the Alolan Vulpix with the Beacon attack as Ninetales pre-evolution. At no cost, you can search your deck for any two Pokemon and put them in your hand. This is good for searching out Ninetales and other Pokemon. And the second one that you can only use in expanded is the tool card Rescue Scarf. This card reads, if the Pokemon this card is attached to is knocked out by damage from an attack, put that Pokemon into your hand. This will really save us a lot of turns in terms of setup for a continuous line of Alolan Ninetales. Other than Alolan Vulpix and the Rescue Scarf, everything else is standard legal. So if you want to play this in standard format, you can just substitute those two for something else. But personally, I find it easier to use this in expanded. I will have a full set of Alolan Vulpix and Alolan Ninetales in this build. Now, to help us discard our tool cards, first we have a 3-3 line of Cinccino with the Make Do ability. You must discard a card from your hand in order to use this ability. Once during your turn, you may draw two cards. Not only is this card good at drawing us more cards, it helps us discard a tool card. Ideally, when you play, you would want to set up at least two Cinccinos. Next is Duskull with the Spirit-Born evolution. Supposedly, this ability allows you to search your Duskull's evolution card in exchange for discarding 3 cards from your hand. So with this mechanic, we basically just want to discard cards and nothing more. Next is Dedenne-GX with the Dedenne Chains ability. If you play this from your hand onto your bench, you can discard your entire hand, then draw 6 cards. Quick Balls are also good at discarding cards while searching for our basic Pokemon. Viridian Forest Stadium is also good at discarding cards, and that's pretty much all we're using this for, just to discard a card from our hand because we don't really have any energy in our deck. And since we're talking about Stadium, Wondrous Labyrinth is a nice addition to this build since we are using a Fairy type. Alolan Ninetales won't be affected by the Stadium, but any non-Fairy type Pokemon's attack cost 1 more energy, so this is a nice disruption to our opponent's attackers. Moving on to our discarding supports, Hapu is very good. You basically look at the top 6 cards of your deck and put 2 of them into your hand and discard the other cards, so you can potentially discard 4 tool cards with this one. And then we have Professor's Research. You discard your entire hand and then you draw 7 cards. I am also using Giovanni's Exile to remove our Dedenne-GX from being a liability. You can discard up to 2 Pokemon from your bench with no damage, but you can also make good use of this by attaching a tool card on Dedenne just before you discard it. This way you can discard the tool card along with Dedenne. As for the self-discarding cards, we have 4 Giant Bombs and 4 Metal Core Barriers. Just attach these to your Pokemon and at the start of your next turn it will be discarded, increasing your attack for that turn. It is worth noting that the U-turn board and air balloons are an important part of this build because we are not using any switch. Your opponent can easily lock one of your non-attackers in the active and just win the game if you don't have this, so keep it on hand when you need it to retreat. Lucky Egg is also good for attaching onto your Ninetales, especially if you know that it's gonna get knocked out on your opponent's turn. If you get knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack, you get to draw cards until you have 7 in your hand. This is a really nice way to get more cards in your hand. I also have 1 Phione to prevent us from decking out. By using its ability, you force your opponent's Pokemon out of the active and you shuffle Phione back into your deck. So as long as you have bench space, you can do this endlessly. Ordinary Rod is also important here to keep recycling our Pokemon back from the discard pile into our deck because Alolan Ninetales will get knocked out really easily. And that's pretty much it. The deck list will be in the description below. But enough talk, let's have some fun and see some gameplay. Boy, I tell you, it's been a while since I've posted anything from expanded format. But I think this is gonna be fun though. So we win the coin flip and we're gonna go first. Alright, so we got Vulpix in the active. fire, lightning, and metal. Alright, Duskull into the bench. Alright. Oh, okay. So we are up against a lightning deck actually. So the deception is there with the fire. But still, they have that lightning and metal. So it's just attach the bomb. I don't think they can knock us out just yet. So what are we gonna do here? Oh man, the lightning mountain. It's been a while since I've put some real time in expanded format that I keep forgetting all of these cards. Electro power, my goodness. I should play expanded more actually. Alright, so they've got the Tapu Koko there to energize. They have 1 energy in the discard pile. So I'm not sure if they're gonna... Alright, they're gonna KO our Vulpix unfortunately. And that leaves us with Duskull. We can put this Lucky Egg probably, but we need another Pokemon in the bench. Otherwise, it's game over. I think I'm just gonna discard these instead, and let's use Ordinary Rod to get our Vulpix and Cinccino back, and then I'm just gonna Professor's Research. Okay, Minccino, and we can use this Quick Ball to get rid of something here, and then can get another Vulpix to restart, and then we can put this Lucky Egg on Duskull and also the Scarf on Vulpix, and then get rid of their stadium. So even if they target our Vulpix, it's just gonna go back into our hand, and we can just play it right back. And if they knock out Duskull, that'll get us a lot of cards, and we can always just use Ordinary Rod to get it back, so we can use its ability to discard more tool cards along the way. So our opponent now is gonna use Tapu Koko, and they're gonna charge the other Tapu Koko and the Dedenne-GX, and they have a Raichu tag team. Okay, they're gonna energize that with a speed energy, getting them to draw 2 cards. So don't fret, guys. Our our hand is seem like it's hopeless, but don't worry. This deck build always starts off like this, but it ends up being explosive. So let's evolve into Cinccino, use Professor's Research. That was really good that we had that. We'll put another Vulpix in the bench, and let's see. We can make do. Get rid of the balloon. Alright, we can evolve this into Ninetales. And let's put that there. That's gonna get discarded in our next turn. And I think we can use Quick Ball, get rid of that. And I think I'm just gonna Dedenne here. That'll get us more cards. Let's see. See if I Dedenne. That will get us more cards, yeah. So I think I'm just gonna play that. Get rid of our hand. And we can use Duskull's ability now to get rid of these 3 cards, 2 air balloon and U-turn board, and then we can attach this to the Dedenne, and we can just end our turn. So I'm hoping they do knock out our Duskull, because we can't retreat it. And that's what I mean with this. That's why the air balloon and U-turn board is very important with this particular build, because they can just lock one of your Pokemon in place. That's why always have a U-turn board and air balloon handy, because if they bosses order one of your Pokemon, the non-attacker ones, then it's gonna be it's gonna be close to over, because you could just deck out if you can't switch it out. Okay, so they managed to knock it out, and we get all these cards in our hand, and we can just ordinary rod that skull Duskull back into our deck. So I think it's safe to say to put this Ninetales, and then the attached tool cards get discarded. We can place this Minccino. Maybe we can set up another Cinccino. And I'm just gonna ordinary rod these two. No, Duskull. That's what we need. And then Phione, you never discard that. Never discard the Phione. And I'm just gonna put the U-turn board on Cinccino just in case. I'm on a Whirlpool section this one, so I can put Phione back in our deck. That'll prevent us from decking out, but we gotta be careful, because if we fill up our bench and then we don't have any more cards, then it's gonna be game over. But I'm expecting our Ninetales to get knocked out anyway, so we should be safe. And I'm gonna put this scarf on our Vulpix. And we got Hapu. We can get this Cinccino, and let's see. Professor's Research is good. We can discard all these cards from our hand in our next turn. But for now, let's make do. Get rid of this balloon. That'll get us 2 more cards. We can evolve into another Ninetales. And we can use the Viridian Forest to get rid of that. Attach that. That'll get discarded in our next turn. And now we're hitting for 200 damage. Not too bad. Not too bad for our setup. We had a slow start. It seemed like we were gonna get defeated there, but we still have hope, you know? We still have hope. We have 5 more cards in our deck, so we just gotta watch out for that. We have Phione. However, our bench is full, so we gotta make sure that one of our Pokemon gets knocked out, and that we'll have room for Phione to use its ability, and that way we won't get decked out. Okay, so we're just gonna promote. I'm thinking of promoting Minccino, but I think I'll just promote Ninetales here. It has a scarf, and then we can just put another Vulpix. We still have 5 more to go, 5 more prize cards, so we'll replace that stadium with that, and I'm just gonna Rubbish Blizzard for a KO. We are hitting for 200 plus damage, so easy knockout there with Boltund. We got another Boltund on the way, but we can easily knock this one out as well. So this Ninetales is gonna go back into our hand, so we're just gonna keep we're gonna keep this Ninetales lineup against our opponent. So once they knock it out, it goes back into our hand. We evolve the other one, knockout, and then we keep the cycle going, because we have enough Vulpix and Ninetales in our hand. And we should still have some, I think, because we do have a full set of Ninetales and Vulpix. So for right now, I think we should be fine. 220. That Raichu though, I think we should be able to knock it out too. 260 damage, unless they have some way to increase its HP. Okay, they're charging that Tapu Koko on the bench, but that's fine. Yeah, once we knock this one out, we could just knock that one, and then we can win this game. So we need to get rid of this bomb, but for now we could just knock this one out. Okay, we get another metal core and another Ninetales. Alright, so we just gotta knock out one more Pokemon. That's it, we win the game. Even if this Ninetales interactive gets knocked out. Let's see, how many we got? 3, 4, 7, 3. Okay. So I think we just need to, even if they exchange. Alright, they're gonna knock out our Dedenne-GX. That will leave them with one price card. So we have to be able to knock out this Raichu GX this turn. We have to get rid of the 2 tool cards there and be sure that we don't get decked out if we don't KO it. But that'll be the end of the game anyways, so we just have to give it our all in this turn. And I think we have enough. We can make do this and we'll run out of the cards. We have, you know what? Let's just Phione and we'll knock out one of those in the bench. And that'll win us the game. Yeah. We don't even have to worry about it. Okay, they scoop, so we win that game. Good game. Not too bad, huh? Not too bad, guys. Alright. Let's go for another battle here. We lose. Okay, they're gonna decide which one. Alright, we're gonna go second. It seems like we're gonna get up against another lightning deck here. We'll just put Minccino in the active. So yeah, every time there's a challenge with fairy types, this is my go-to fairy type deck. It's just so easy, consistent to work with, and it goes against a lot of top tier decks, so I really like this one. Oh, okay, we got Emolga, Call for Family. Nothing too dangerous there, but they do have a Raichu tag team in the bench. So I'm not sure what type of setup they have here. We are on expanded, so there's almost endless variations in expanded. That's what makes expanded a little bit more fun, easy to work with, but without much rules, it's a lot of decks can become really OP. So they got a Voltorb, and they're gonna put a energy on Emolga, and they're gonna end their turn. Okay, so we got all of these tool cards on our hand, so we'll just put the U-turn board so that we can retreat Minccino, and I think I'm just gonna Professor's Research instead of the Dedenne. And we get Vulpix that goes in the bench, and our Phione. And I'll just put this, it'll get discarded in the next turn, and the Scarf. And then we'll use Viridian Forest to get rid of that one tool card. So that'll set us up. Minccino. Unfortunately, Minccino can't really do anything right now. So we're just gonna end our turn here. We can, if that Minccino doesn't get knocked out, we can just retreat it, evolve it into Cinccino, and go from there. Otherwise, our hand's pretty dead. We have Giovanni's Exile, but we don't really need to use it right now. Oh, okay, they're gonna Cynthia, and I thought it was Marnie for a second, but alright, so they got the Voltorb Buzzap generator. Okay, so they're using the Vivid Voltage update here, so we do get a price card for that. But now with their Raichu, with 3 energies, it should be able to attack, and that's gonna KO our Minccino, I think. But now this is a good chance. This is a good time to use our Quick Ball, Could probably get a Dedenne-GX out of that so that we can draw more cards, because our hand is dead. Alright, so there's the ooh, max elixir. Alright, so 160. That knocks out our Minccino. We can put Vulpix in the active. Let's see here. What I could do is use the quick ball for sure. And I could get, let's see, should I get Minccino? I'll get a Dedenne. I think that's the most useful for now. Let's see. Let's attach this on Phione and just Dedenne here. And then I'll put Minccino, evolve into Ninetales, which is really good. We can use Ordinary Rod to get a Cinccino line. You know what? And Dedenne. Let's just get Dedenne instead. And use Viridian Force to get rid of the U-turn board. Replace that, and then Professor's Research. That'll disrupt our opponent from attacking unless they have energy. And unfortunately, we can't discard any of these cards now. I can use Whirlpool Suction. That'll discard one tool card attached on Phione. And then, let's see, we can get a KO on this Emolga. Rubbish Blizzard, 490. Unfortunately, that's all we have right now. We can use Hapu in the next turn, but now we don't have Ninetales, so we'll have to set it up again. Yeah, with this deck build, Ninetales, you gotta have patience and don't give up. It may seem like you're losing, but never give up, guys. That's my motto. Never give up, never surrender. It's not it's not really. So let's just play Vulpix again. We'll put play Hapu. Let's see, we can get Cinccino. Hold on. Yeah, let's just get that. We can evolve into Cinccino, get another Vulpix in our bench, and then we can use Make Do ability here. Get rid of the one of the umbrellas. And ooh, we get all 3 air balloons, but we can't. So I think I'm just gonna use air balloon here. We can always retreat Dedenne if we need to. I'm just gonna use Ordinary Rod to get a line of Cinccino. You might need that setup. And I think I'm just gonna end my turn here. Dedenne could get knocked out, but at least that with that air balloon, it's already set up, and we can just retreat into our Ninetales. Now we can evolve 2 Ninetales. All right, 1. All right, so let's just put Vulpix there. I think we could do some serious damage in this turn, maybe. So we'll evolve. And then, let's see, we can make do, get rid of one of the air balloons. And then we can use Hapu. Let's see, we got another, ooh, we got 2 Vulpix. Cinccino. No, let's just get 2 Vulpix here, I think. Or maybe just a quick ball. Let's put that, get rid of that balloon. We don't have Duskull, unfortunately. I think I'm just gonna get another Minccino. We can evolve into Cinccino once we get that chance. I'm gonna put this bomb on Ninetales. Maybe it'll do some damage to our opponent. And I'm just gonna Rubbish Blizzard for 150 damage, so nice. We built up a lot of tool cards on our discard piles, so we can just hit any of their GX at this point. So we're looking good. We're looking good. We got our line of Ninetales, and we got the scarf. Oh no, we don't have the scarf. We need the scarf. That's what I meant to say. So our opponent's now building up another Voltorb Electrode line. I don't know what they'll need that for. Oh, you know what? If they do attack with Pikarom, they can KO 2 Pokemon at the same time with that GX attack. So that could be dangerous, but they still need 3 prize card. And they just give it to us. I don't know why they did that. But that's fine. It's okay with us. They didn't want that Raichu GX to get knocked out. So I'm just going to Ordinary Rod, Vulpix, and Cinccino back into the deck. And we're going to Hapu. Look what we got. Oh, you know what? We actually need this scarf. Let's see. We can just discard Cinccino, because the scarf is more important, and we need Ninetales. So I mean Vulpix. So we'll put Vulpix there, put the scarf on our active, make do, get rid of this, and we got 2 lucky eggs. And we can't discard right now, so we'll just rubbish for a lot of damage. So there's our Duskull. But now we don't have any room in our bench to use it. So even if they knock out this Ninetales, we got 2 in line, and then that's gonna go back into our hands. So we actually have 3 lined up. And again, we can just 2-hit KO any GX, and everything else we can just 1-hit KO. Well, you know what? We might just be able to build up, because that scarf is going to go into the discard pile. And we have Duskull to get rid of these eggs. Let's see. Let's evolve into Ninetales first. We have to use Phione because we don't want to get decked out. Let's see, Whirlpool section. No, you know what? Let's attach. How many we got? 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17, 18, 19, 22. So if we get rid of these 2, that'll be 24. And we can, hold on. Let's Phione first, because I'm scared. I don't want to get decked out. Alright. Let's make do, get rid of this. There's our Phione. Put Phione in the bench. We could just put this. Whirlpool, that'll get discarded. Okay. I think we got this. Rubbish Blizzard, exactly 240. You know what? If they switched into Dedenne or Voltorb, they could have actually won. But hey, I'll take it. GG's. Alright, so we get to pick the coin flip this time. Let's choose heads. Okay, Minccino. Minccino goes into the active. We got a quick ball. We can use that. Get rid of maybe the lucky egg. We have to put the U-turn board on Minccino. So we gotta have it retreat. So we're up against the fighting deck here. Ooh, Ultra Ball. I haven't played with that card in a while. I have to play Expanded a little bit more. I'm pretty sure I'm really rusty if I form like a deck nowadays in Expanded. I should showcase more expanded decks like this one. But okay, so Falinks is getting all set up there. Can use this quick ball. Get rid of this, and then you can start setting up our Ninetales here. So we'll get Vulpix, Put that in our bench. And let's see. We can put the U-turn board there for sure. We can retreat it into Vulpix. We can use Vulpix attack to get Pokemon. There's a Ninetales, nice. But let's see, we can use Viridian Forest to get rid of one tool card. We can use this Scarf because we don't have a Vulpix yet, another Vulpix, so we need that Scarf to in case he gets knocked out. I'm gonna get a Cinccino to evolve and probably the Dedenne-GX so that we can get rid of all of these tool cards and hopefully we get more Vulpix along the way. So in our next turn we're gonna evolve into Cinccino, evolve into Ninetales, use the Dedenne-GX, and then we can start attacking with what we got. So there's another energy from our opponent. You're gonna put it onto their active. You're gonna retreat. And then they're gonna call for family. Okay, there's a Falinks V. Let's evolve into Ninetales. Put another Minccino there. Evolve into Cinccino. Then let's make do first. Get rid of this. Ooh, we get another Vulpix. We can actually get... We can just use the Dedenne-GX here. We can just use Ordinary Rod to get that Ninetales back into play. We get another Vulpix. Should we play another Vulpix? Let's just use Quick Ball for now. And I think I'm just gonna get Duskull. We're gonna play that, and then Professor's Research. That'll get rid of these two. So we can safely discard that one Vulpix. We should have more, and we have Ordinary Rod to get it back. So let's see. Let's just use Duskull to get rid of these three. Okay, we can use Ordinary Rod to get our, let's see, let's just get the Ninetales line here back into our deck, and we could use Rubbish Blizzard for 100 damage. Unfortunately with that belt, it adds more HP to this Falinks. Got few more damage. What is this? Remoraid 60 Ion Pool. Why do they have that? And Computer Search. Oh, okay. It evolves into Octillery, Abyssal Hand. So you can draw cards until you have 5 in your hand. Interesting. And then they have Carbink, Energy Keeper. Can't be affected. Can't be discarded by effects of your opponents. Okay. So it protects their Pokemon from being disrupted, and they have the strong energy there. It's kind of like the powerful energy for colorless, but that one's for fighting. So you can only play that in expanded. So you have a lot of options actually to make your fighting Pokemon deck really strong and expanded. So I should actually form one now that I think about it. So we'll just put Vulpix in the active, evolve into Ninetales. Let's make do, get rid of one Hapu. And, oh, okay. Can use Hapu instead of Professor's Research. Let's see, what do we got here? We got a, ooh, yeah, we'll definitely get the Scarf. And Professor's Research. Oh, you know what? We already had one. Should have just gotten the one Vulpix. But that's okay. We'll get rid of that using the Viridian Forest. Rubbish Blizzard for 140 damage. So we get 1 prize card for that. So with 140, we could actually knock out that Falinks V if we wanted to, because it only has 160 HP. Even with that defense. Oh well, now they have 2 Falinks V, so it's gonna have higher defense. But you know what? We can just keep building up our tool cards in our discard pile, and that shouldn't be any problem. Okay. Ooh, Carbink Break. Not sure exactly what that does. Okay. Get 2 energies from the discard. Okay. Alright, so nothing too dangerous that will knock out our Ninetales. So we should be fine. So fighting belt gives extra HP and extra damage. Alright, so they're gonna attack for 20. And they're gonna energize the Falinks. That's pretty cool. Carbink Break. Interesting. Let's see. We can evolve into Ninetales. So now we have 2. And let's see. We can Professor's Research. See, we can use Make Do and also Duskull's ability. We can potentially discard 4 more cards from our hand. So let's get rid of that using Viridian Forest. We can use Quick Ball, get rid of that, and then we can disrupt our opponent by using Wondrous Labyrinth, and we can knock out for 200 damage. Dude, we're doing a huge amount of damage to our opponent. So they promote their Falinks, ready to attack, but you know what? They need 1 more energy to attack actually. And they don't have the belt, the other belt that reduces the energy. Oh, okay. So they will be able to attack and probably knock out this Ninetales, and they have Kukui, so I think that's it for our Vulpix in the active. But that's okay, we have another one, and that goes back into our hand because we had our Scarf on that Ninetales. So Scarf is, I think, very important in this deck build, in my opinion. So we'll put, but you know what, that will leave no space for Phione, and we could get decked out, but that's okay. This one's gonna get knocked out anyway, so we'll just Blizzard this guy, Rubbish Blizzard for KO, getting us another prize card. So they're definitely gonna knock out this Ninetales if they wanted to. Oh yeah. That actually helps us out. Skyfield. Now we can use Phione and not get decked out. And even if they remove that Skyfield, with Phione in the bench, we can just choose to probably get rid of Minccino. But you know what? It's an interesting concept there, our opponent, with the Falinks, with the Skyfield. They can actually put a lot of Falinks in play, have huge amount of defense, and have huge amount of damage using Falinks attack. Because the more Falinks you have in play, the larger the damage. So we're just gonna put Phione here in the bench, and then put this U-turn board, retreat into Ninetales. We can evolve the other one into Ninetales, and we can use Duskull's ability, get rid of Minccino and the other 2 tool cards, and we're down to these 2, and we're just gonna Rubbish Blizzard, and we are able to KO for 170 damage, even with that 60 defense. So we're doing pretty good. We just need 2 more prize cards. Probably get one of those Falinks fees. But they do have a lot. They have squids to, or octopus, whatever it is, to draw a lot of cards during their turn. So this could easily turn. They could easily turn the tide. They could get 2 prize cards off of the Dedenne, but then again, I think we should be fine. We should be able to knock out even the Falinks fee. Okay, our opponent's gonna use Cynthia, Rescue Stretcher, okay, they're gonna take back Carbink. Okay, so now they have a full bench, man. That's a lot of Pokemon in play. A lot of Falinks. That's actually not a bad idea. Maybe I could do some. I haven't done Falinks deck yet in this channel. I could probably work on one if probably play it on expanded or something. All right, so they are not able to attack. They don't have any energy. Unlike us, we don't need energy. Alright, so we'll evolve into Cinccino. At this point, we don't even need to use Make Do anymore, because we're down to 1 card. We'll just use Rubbish Blizzard for knockout. And we have an Ordinary Rot, so we can just bring our Pokemon back from the discard into our deck. And that'll prevent us from getting decked out. But still, we can actually just use Ninetales to knock 1 more Pokemon out, and that'll win us the game. So our opponent now is struggling to get energies into play, so that let's see. Okay, they don't have anything. They're gonna use the Octopus ability, put an energy on Carbink. It's interesting. And they're just gonna attack with it. Diancie. Yes, Diancie. Interesting. So that's it. Our opponent just basically gives up. We can just knock out this. We can knock out our opponent's active with just the rubbish. So you know what? Let's just make do. I know I'm being that jerk that just keeps playing, but you know what? I want to see the full potential of this deck. Okay, just let me have my experiments. Alright, let's just Phione. The Rubbish Blizzard. Hey, we were actually able to knock out 1 Falinks V even with all that defense. So good game. Thank you to our opponent for being patient. Alright, let's move on. We win the coin flip. Let's go first. Alright, based on that box, we got Dragon and colorless type. Minccino goes into the active. We have a Quick Ball. We can get rid of the Umbrella. And we can get Vulpix. Put that on the bench. Put the Scarf on Vulpix. Put the U-turn board so we can escape. And so we are up against a Giratina and Garchomp. Garchomp and Giratina. So we got a pretty strong foe. They got Giratina there with the ability, if it's in the discard, you can put it into your bench, and then it'll do damage to 2 of your Pokemon. 1 damage to 2 of your Pokemon. So we can retreat into Vulpix here. Then we can use Beacon and be able to get 2 Pokemon. We can get Cinccino and a Ninetales. So we can start using Make Do and then have 1 attacker ready to go. Giratina and Garchomp are weak against Fairy type because they are dragon. So we do have the upper hand. We're gonna use that to our advantage because we basically are overpowered with this Giratina Garchomp duo. Alright, so with all of that Zigzagoon, it knocks out 1 of our Vulpix. Even though it had the Scarf, it was not knocked out by damage, so it just goes into the discard pile. So they're starting to target Minccino. We gotta evolve into Cinccino, so we have more cards in our hand using its ability. And we get Ninetales, so we can evolve the active into Ninetales now. And we'll put the Lucky Egg on it. I think that's the best option we got. And we're just gonna rubbish Blizzard for 60 damage because we are hitting for weakness. So we still got a long ways to go, but still that's fine. But unfortunately our opponent already has the 3 cards that they need to start attacking, and that's gonna be a downhill for us if we don't do anything. And you know what, with this deck build though, as long as you have the lineup of Ninetales, they keep knocking it out. Our greatest asset is basically the quality of not giving up. Ooh, so they got the Rod. So if they get knocked out, all those basic energy goes into 1 of your Pokemon in the bench. So they do knock out 1 of our Ninetales, goes back, goes into the discard pile. And then we can just use Ordinary Rod to get a line of Ninetales. But oh boy, we do need more basic Pokemon. So what we're gonna do is just Professor's Research, and we get Duskull. That's something. And we can use Ordinary Rod probably to get these 2 back into our deck. We'll use Make Do, get rid of 1 Metal Core Barrier. We got Vulpix, which is really good, and I'm gonna use another Quick Ball. We can get rid of this, and then use Dedenne-GX that I changed to get rid of all of that. And we got another Vulpix. Let's see. We can use Quick Ball to get rid of 1 of the tool cards. Let's see, Quick Ball. And then should we get, we could get Phione to push out their active, but do we really need to use that? But that's okay. We'll use Phione and put this there, and I think I'm just gonna Beacon, get 2 Ninetales because we do have 2 Vulpix ready to go. We just need to evolve it into Ninetales. And again, we have the upper hand because Fairy types are strong against Dragon. So it seems like Giratina and Garchomp tag team are their only main attackers. So as long as we can take care of this, we should be fine. With the damage that we are stacking up with all those tool cards, we should be able to knock out this Giratina Garchomp tag team in 1 hit. Oh, okay, they're using the dragon energies. Alright, so they are using Skyfield. And they are using that Giratina. Tapu Lele. When you play this, you can get a support card. Man, our opponent's using a lot of the ones in expanded. It's interesting. Alright, so our Vulpix gets knocked out. We can put the other Vulpix into the active, evolve that, and then we can make do. Get rid of that. And we got Labyrinth, which is good. We can actually disrupt their energy requirement. Let's just use Hapu. I think you can get Minccino. Oh no, the Scarf there, and I think Dedenne is a better option, or Ordinator Rod. No, we can get away with the Pokemon we have in the discard right now. So I don't think we're gonna use Ordinator Rod. We're gonna go with Dedenne and the Scarf. Now we can attach the Scarf, and we have just the one. No, wait. Let's replace that with Wanderer's Labyrinth. Now our opponent gets to discard one of their Pokemon. Use the Scarf, and let's see. Do we use the Dedenne? See, the thing is, they need 3 more prizes. We already have a lot of liabilities on our bench, so let's just attach that on Phione. That's gonna get discarded in there in the next turn. 3, 2. Okay. I think we should have enough though. Again, we're hitting for weakness, so we should be able to knock out this tag team. We do need another Ninetales setup, but still, we'll just knock it out with the one hit. Doubling our attack. So, GG and GX, they can discard two Pokemon. Okay, U-turn board, another Ninetales. We need a Vulpix though. So our opponent is able to attack with their Garchomp, Giratina. They're gonna Professor's Research. Unfortunately, we don't have any attackers after our opponent knocks out our Ninetales. So I am kind of worried about that. Okay, they have a Dedenne. Another Zigzagoon. I don't think they're gonna be able to knock out Duskull just yet. But they are gonna chip away at it though. Yeah, so put 1 damage counter on 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. That's Giratina. Let's see. But for our turn, we just need to knock out this tag team. We do have a Vulpix on hand now. Can put that there, and we can get rid of this because our opponent just needs 2 more prizes. So if they target that Dedenne, it's gonna be over. So I'm just gonna make do. Get rid of this. We get another Vulpix. We'll put that into play, and should we retreat? We should not retreat because we're just gonna get knocked out. Let's see. We can use I'm just trying to increase damage as much as possible. We can't make do anymore. Let's just attach it there. And we're just gonna pass. Even if they knock out this Cinccino, that's fine. Because we can basically just evolve into Ninetales and knock out this Giratina tag team. Gonna Cynthia. So our only thing is that be able to survive and then evolve into Alolan Ninetales and then just knock out this tag team and then we'll win the game. 3 prizes. Oh, they're gonna use GG. Oh man, there goes our Vulpix. Good thing though that they're not taking any prize cards for that. So I'm just gonna use Apu here. We do get another Vulpix. I think this is the last one. And let's see, what should I get? I could just get the line of Alolan Ninetales, but we do already have one. So I'm just gonna use I'm gonna get the Viridian Forest, set up this Vulpix, and then let's see. I really just wanna keep that Giratina Garchomp in their active, because that's our main target. Again, it is weak against Fairy, so we can just one hit KO our opponent's tag team. So we got rid of that. We still have 1 U-turn board. Let's see. We're just gonna pass, I think. We just need another turn to get this Ninetales going. And I don't think they can attack the banner unless they have boss order. Oh, they're gonna linear attack, so they just need 1 more. They can actually win if we don't attack and they just knock out this Cinccino. But we will attack, evolve into Alolan Ninetales, use Viridian Force, get rid of that, and that should maximize the amount of damage we have in play. We are hitting for weakness 480, so that's 240 damage times 2, and that'll win us the game. GG's. Alolan Ninetales is a beast. You can easily defeat your opponents at no cost to you. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to smash that like button. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and please consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, stay safe and have a great day.